2025 featured a change at the top of San Antonio leadership, as this past June, Mayor Gina Ortiz Jones became the city's 65th mayor. Since assuming office, it hasn't been all smooth sailing for Jones, as she's found herself in several conflicts with colleagues and residents alike. Let's take a look back at the mayor's first few months of office.
I have been honored to serve our country in a number of ways, and I look forward to bringing my record of leadership and delivering results in service to my hometown.
2025 marked a year of change for San Antonio. For the first time in 8 years, the city would name a new mayor. Former Mayor Ron Nirenberg was on his way out, and there wasn't a shortage of candidates seeking to replace him. A total of 27 candidates, including several sitting city council members, filed to be San Antonio's next mayor. Jones, a veteran, entered the race boasting her recent job as former undersecretary for the U.S. Air Force under Joe Biden. Mayor Jones ran away with a May win, capturing 27% of the vote. But that was still well shy of the 50+% of the vote that she needed to capture the mayorship. This meant Jones would find herself in an uncharacteristically partisan mayoral election. Her runoff opponent was Rolando Pablos, a former Texas Secretary of State under Governor Greg Abbott. This meant regardless of who won, San Antonio would have a mayor with zero experience at City Hall. Pablos touted his record as a businessman, but it wasn't enough to sway San Antonio voters.
Y'all, we won tonight. We won tonight. We won tonight. Now the hard work begins. Let's get it done.
Jones led the majority of election night, going on to win with 54% of the vote.
In the name of and by the authority of the state of Texas, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Gina Ortiz Jones,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of mayor
of mayor
of the city of San Antonio
of the city of San Antonio
and the state of Texas,
and the state of Texas,
and will,
to
the best of my ability,
the best of my ability,
preserve,
protect,
and defend
the
Constitution and laws of the United States and of this state. So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
In June, the freshly inaugurated Jones became San Antonio's 65th mayor and the third woman to fill the role. She entered with several big ideas she planned to enact following her election, many of which placed the City Hall outsider at odds with colleagues.
I am not Ron Nirenberg. I'm not slow rolling these things. That is not the intent. This is a different point in time than we were.
One of those big battles revolved around changing the way council members presented ideas to their constituents and colleagues. Mayor Jones wanted council members to receive the green light from the city manager and city attorney before seeking supporting signatures on council consideration requests. A contingent of incumbent council members rejected the idea, forcing an emergency meeting on the matter.
So I would say, Mayor, respectfully, perhaps watch how the system plays out for 6 months. Be a part of it before you want to make a change to a system that you've never been a part of.
Respectfully, Councilman White, the fact that 30 some odd CCRs died on the vine shows there may be ways to improve your process.
The change to council consideration request process was brought to a vote, which the mayor lost 10-1. The next fight took place on the hardwood as the mayor went one-on-one with the Spurs. While several of her council colleagues were eager to approve a term sheet to build a new Spurs downtown arena, Jones asked, why the rush?
I feel very strongly about this because I want us to be successful. I want our community to revitalize our downtown. I want to make sure the Spurs stay in San Antonio for as long as possible.
A study looking at the economic impact of the arena was conducted, but Mayor Jones claimed the city needs its own independent study. With this push to delay the vote, making her the target of terroristic threats and criticism from local business owners and Spurs legends. In a now iconic moment, Jones even found herself debating Spurs superfan Spurs Jesus on the steps of City Hall.
Maybe, as the face of the city, as the mayor, and in that position of power, that maybe was not the best way to go about handling the situation.
In the end, the city approved a non-binding term sheet with the Spurs for the city to cover nearly $500 million of the new arena's costs. And in November, Bexar County voters approved an additional $300 million towards the new arena, with Jones releasing an op-ed prior to that vote, again calling for a slow in negotiations. Jones was seen at the Spurs win-together watch party on election night. She stood side by side with Spurs owner Peter Holt the very next day and promised to work closely with the Spurs moving forward.
You don't think the gay mayor has some thoughts on this?
Jones's next big fight happened outside of City Hall. TxDOT, under the direction of Governor Greg Abbott, were tasked with removing road displays deemed distracting or carrying political messaging. This included San Antonio's rainbow crosswalks in the Pride Cultural Heritage District. LGBTQ leaders criticized the city's first openly gay mayor for not taking a firm stance to maintain them. Jones claimed the fear of consequences from state leadership weighed heavy in her lack of public support.
I have to think about everybody in our community and what this could mean for them. The retribution. I don't have to tell you this. We don't live in California. We don't live in Illinois. We live in Texas. We live in Texas.
In the end, the city of San Antonio lost an appeals process to keep the crosswalks, and they are set for removal in early 2026. As the year came to a close, a turning of the tide seemed to happen in Jones's mayorship. In the midst of the longest government shutdown in U.S. history, Jones rallied San Antonio businesses to help provide aid to those facing food insecurity. In total, the city raised over $1 million toward the Feeding San Antonio Fund under her leadership. And in December, Mayor Jones scored perhaps her biggest win since Inauguration Day.
Mayor Jones.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
She was the deciding vote to move city elections from May to November in odd-numbered years. Mayor Jones says the move not only will improve voter turnout, but save the city hundreds of thousands. Critics of the plan argued over a lack of public input and a potential negative impact to school district elections. The resolution's passing does extend all current council members' terms, including Mayor Jones, to the fall of 2029. Does this signal a positive sign for the mayor as she continues to find her footing at City Hall? With future battles around downtown and more, it's clear City Hall got a lot more entertaining.
Oh, I know with this talented group of folks up here, we will be able to move our city forward, make smart investments, make sure we're doing right by all parts of our community, and making sure that we reflect the values and the promise and the capacity and the talents of everyone in our community.